Hello everyone, my name is Sonam Sandhu and I provide sessions related to IELTS regularly on my YouTube channel. Guys, in this session we are going to cover one very useful strategy. I would say it will help you immensely in your reading module. And through this strategy only you can get 9 band in reading. And I believe you were not doing this until now. So guys, what exactly is this session about? Obviously about getting 9 band in reading. What all are we going to cover? So the first thing is vocabulary. But why vocabulary? That I am going to explain. And how will it help? And at the end of the session, I am going to provide you one useful tip related to grammar. And that will help you not only in your essay writing but also in your letter or even report writing. So just watch the video until the end and listen to me carefully. So guys, we are talking about 9 band, getting 9 band in writing. You must have heard this from a lot of sources, and if you have not heard it until now, so you are hearing it today. Guys, reading is all about vocabulary. It is actually not a reading test. It is not a comprehension test. It is a vocabulary test. And this is what the examiners of IDP as well as British Council say. So they clearly mention that this is a vocabulary test. And guys, when it is a vocabulary test, why are we looking at it as if it is a reading test? We need to look at a broader vision, and for that we need to take care of vocabulary. So guys, how exactly we can take care of vocabulary? How are we going to enhance our vocabulary? And guys, this session, do not take this session only for reading. This will help you in writing task too as well. What exactly are we doing in this session? Now you are going to see. So guys, what happens whenever we are doing reading? Okay, so reading is based on, the passages are based on various topics. Let's say environment, tourism, plants, animals. Okay, so these are the 4 topics which I am sharing abhi. Otherwise, there are total of 9 topics: environment, tourism, plants, animals, food and culture. Okay, and topics like such. So what is happening when when a particular reading passage is related to environment, we are going to write down the difficult words. So let's say today I have done a reading passage and that passage was on environment. I found 16 difficult words and I have written all those 16 difficult words. In the next passage, like when I am doing the next passage, that is on plants. So I found 10 difficult words. I am going to write those 10 difficult words. Tourism, let's say 15 difficult words, and animals, let's say 13 difficult words. What would happen in this case, whenever we are doing vocabulary like such, it is not only enhancing, it is not only improving the score in a particular reading, but also, sorry, so it is not only improving the score in a particular reading, but also in various other reading passages related to environment. So try to understand the context. We have total of 16 words for environment related to topic. Okay, sorry. So we have total of 16 words for environment related topic. When I did reading on day 1, I found this topic, and day 1 pe it was related to environment. There were 16 words. Then I did one more reading on day 2, and day 2 I received, actually there was one single passage related to environment again. But out of those 16, many words were repeating. So I actually knew the meaning of several words. So what I did, I actually found only 6 words difficult. Again, environment, I found 10 difficult words. This way you are going to have numerous words related to environment, and whenever you have a passage related to environment, you will not face any problem because you already know the meaning of difficult words. So now this is what we are doing. We have total of somewhere around 45 words in this session, and all the words are related to the topic environment. So I can assure one thing, whenever you're going to do any passage related to environment, you are going to find many of these words in the passage. It will help you in the comprehension part. You'll be able to understand the topic better, and once you are understanding it in a better manner, you'll be able to get most of the answers will be correct, or you'll be getting the correct answers, or the maximum number of correct answers. So this is what we are focusing on. I believe I have answered the first question, vocabulary, why vocabulary, and how will it help. I have answered the third question as well, how will it help, because slowly and steadily you are going to have. And this is the way I teach. Actually, this is the manner I teach in my classes. So whenever I when during my online sessions, online classes, what I do, I'm teaching them vocabulary. I'm teaching, we are actually starting from, you need to think out of the box if you want to improve in reading. आपके 6 आ रहे हैं, 6.5 आ रहे हैं, but you're aiming for 7, 8 or 9, then you have to focus on this. And you, although you are doing good in reading, but for the improving, like if you're looking forward to this course improvement, then you really need to work on it. ठीक है? So coming to the first word is transboundary. Transboundary is across the boundary. ठीक है? We are talking about something which is across the boundary, that is transboundary. Toxic, you must have read this word many times in environment or even in plants related topic. Toxic means poisonous. We also call it venomous. Then we have eventually. Eventually means finally. अब you must be thinking we can actually use the same word in our writing as well. Eventually she is going to. Eventually government is going to take care of its citizens. So eventually मतलब finally. ठीक है? Accelerated. Accelerated means fast. Accelerated means fast. Let's say you have a fill in the blank, or maybe you have a question related to true false not given. You do not know the meaning of accelerated. How would you be able to find the answer? Without the vocab, you will not be able to get correct answers. So you really need to focus on this. Irradiated, exposed to nuclear reaction. Something exposed to especially nuclear reaction, or exposed to some reaction. Contaminants, when you're doing any essay as well, and that essay is related to pollution, you can use contaminants rather than pollutants. You can use impurities rather than contaminants. Okay? Concentrated, it is something which is not dilute. Dilute as in concentrated, which is somewhat thick or strong. You have to put small quantity of that thing, so that is concentrated. ठीक है? So उसमें कुछ dilute नहीं करा हुआ, उसमें पानी नहीं मिलाया हुआ या कुछ और नहीं add करा हुआ, so it is not diluted. That is concentrated. Now you got to know concentrated as well as diluted. Circumpolar, located or found throughout a polar region. Here we are talking about a polar region, North Pole, South Pole. So it is located or found throughout that. Build up, it is accumulation of something. किसी चीज का accumulate होना, build up of dust, an increase in dust, build up of contaminants on the ice core. So that is build up. Ice cores, inner part of the ice. Core मतलब inner या central part of the ice. Aerosol, क्या होता है? Aerosol is combination of all states of matter. Okay, solids or liquids. Ab you must be thinking ki she is explaining this, we can see the words in front of us. Guys, the point is this: how did I actually remember all these words? And whenever I was doing reading with my students, I make it a point that I was preparing. I made it a point, and I actually focused on vocabulary. Through that, I prepared this. And when you are going to write it on your notebook, so firstly you are writing it in your notebook, then you're preparing a file, you are revising it twice, and you will not face any problem for sure later on. Then the word is drilled. Drilled means excavate या bore करना किसी चीज को. That is drill करना, किसी चीज में गड्ढा कर देना, pit कर देना. That is drill, bore, excavate. ठीक है? Meander, a winding curve. They are talking about meander, a winding curve or bend of a river. मतलब there is a river, ठीक है? And in the river you will see a binding curve. So that is a meander. Okay? Coming to the next, mightier. Mightier means powerful, forceful. Deluge, a severe flood. बहुत ही severe flood है, बहुत ही dangerous flood है, उसको हम बोल सकते हैं deluge, और huge को भी बोल सकते हैं. ठीक है? Deluge, a severe flood. ठीक है? Inundation, an overwhelming abundance of people. बहुत ज्यादा, ठीक है, ओवरवेलमिंग एबंडेंस ऑफ पीपल और थिंग्स, उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं, इनअंडेशंस, ठीक है, इनअंडेशन, बहुत ज्यादा लोग हैं, बहुत ज्यादा थिंग्स है, दैट इज इनअंडेशन, इट इज अ नाउन एक्चुअली। सेडिमेंट, मैटर जो कि सेटल हो जाता है बॉटम ऑफ अ लिक्विड में, उसे हम सेडिमेंट बोलते हैं। ट्रिब्यूटरीज, अगेन अ रिवर और स्ट्रीम फॉलोइंग इनटू अ लार्ज रिवर, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, चप एंड ट्राउट, स्पीशीज ऑफ फ्रेश वाटर फिश, सॉरी यहाँ पे मिस्टेक है, इट इज नॉट विश, इट इज फिश, स्पीशीज ऑफ फ्रेश वाटर फिश। अनलीश, अनलीश मतलब किसी चीज को रिलीज कर देना, किसी चीज को जाने देना या अनकवर कर देना, दैट इज अनलीश। क्रिंज, क्रिंज इज टेंस या इक्वल, व्हाट इज क्रिंज, मतलब किसी चीज पे आप क्रिंज कर रहे हो, फार्मर्स वर क्रिंजिंग, तो टेंस थे वो, तो दैट इज क्रिंज। स्नफ्ड आउट, सप्रेस करना किसी चीज को sorry, okay, so cringe, cringe means tensed, so farmers were tensed due to the severe flood, due to deluge, so वो क्यों थे, they were cringing because of deluges. Snuffed out, snuffed out means suppress या किसी चीज को end कर देना, that is end कर देना, snuffed out. Then ecosystem, ecosystem है क्या, group of living organism interacting with each other in specific environment, so that is इकोसिस्टम, कि बहुत सारे लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म इंटरैक्टिंग विद ईच अदर, बट कहाँ, इन अ स्पेसिफिक एनवायरनमेंट, सो दैट इज इकोसिस्टम। अनडैम्ड, अनडैम्ड मतलब टू बी फ्री फ्रॉम डैम, जहां पे डैम नहीं है, सिंपल। सस्टेन, सपोर्टिव, कंफर्टेबल, हेल्पिंग, सो सस्टेनेबल एनवायरनमेंट, कंफर्टेबल, सपोर्टिव, हेल्पिंग, ठीक है। सो रिस्पॉन्सिबल, सर्जिंग, रश करना या बर्स्ट कर देना एकदम, दैट इज सर्जिंग। मिनो, minnow is another species of freshwater fish. yield, yield का मतलब होता है क्या अमाउंट प्रोड्यूस हुआ, बहुत सारे केसेस में we use this word for plants, so yield, amount produced, ठीक है, that is yield. prosperous, successful, successful in material terms, prosperous, आप बहुत ज्यादा flourish कर रहे हो financially, prosperous, that is prosperous. replenishment, restore कर रहे हैं हम एक स्टॉक को, ठीक है, ठीक है, रिप्लेनिशमेंट इज अ रिस्टोरेशन ऑफ अ स्टॉक और सप्लाई टू अ फॉर्मर लेवल और कंडीशन, सो रिस्टोर करना किसी चीज को, ठीक है, कैसे, पुराने वाले लेवल तक रिप्लेनिश कर लेना, रिस्टोर कर पाना एक किसी स्टॉक को। प्रोस्पेक्ट, प्रोस्पेक्ट इज लाइक पॉसिबिलिटी और लाइकलीहुड ऑफ सम फ्यूचर इवेंट, सो इट इज अ प्रोस्पेक्ट, ठीक है, सो कोई चीज जो होने के चांसेस है, लाइकलीहुड ऑफ सम फ्यूचर इवेंट, दैट इज प्रोस्पेक्ट। पर कैपिटा मींस पर हेड, इरिगेशन का मतलब है सप्लाई ऑफ वाटर टू लैंड एंड क्रॉप्स टू हेल्प ग्रोथ, बहुत बार सुना होगा इरिगेशन, मीनिंग नहीं पता, कंफ्यूज हो जाते हो, सिंपली सप्लाई ऑफ वाटर टू लैंड for helping the crops in growth, so whenever you are promoting growth, in that case you need water, so irrigation is the supply of water. intensive, intensive क्या होता है, intensive होता है concentrate करना किसी single object पे and for a short time, into a short time, ठीक है, concentrated on a single object into a short time or for a short time, ठीक है। very thorough और vigorous, उसको भी हम intense बोलते हैं, very thorough कोई vigorous, intensively, the work has been done really intensively, so that is vigorously, thoroughly काम हुआ है वो, ठीक है। she has learned the chapter, she has learned the essay of global warming intensively, she watched the session and prepared the notes and followed the reading module doubts intensively, prepared the session intensively, ठीक है, has gone through the session intensively, so there we can use intensive, intensively है तो that is an adverb। counter मतलब prevent करना, counter is prevent। accelerate, begin to move more quickly, बहुत जल्दी जल्दी जाना, that is accelerate, ठीक है। subsequently जो बाद में आने वाला है, फॉलोइंग, आफ्टरवर्ड्स, नेक्स्ट, उसको हम बोलते हैं सब्सिक्वेंटली, आप राइटिंग टास्क 1 में भी ये वर्ड यूज करते हो सब्सिक्वेंटली, ठीक है। द नंबर ऑफ पैसेंजर्स इन द ट्रेन वर लेस इन 2019, ओके। एम्बार्क, किसी चीज को स्टार्ट करना या बिगिन करना, उसे हम बोलते हैं एम्बार्क। इमेंस मींस ह्यूज, जाइगेंटिक या फिर सुप्रीमली गुड, मेनली इमेंस यूज होता है you want to say something and you're talking about some satisfaction, okay, and you were saying I am immensely satisfied by her performance. So it was supremely good. Her performance was immensely good. Okay, so immensely. Enlightened, कोई चीज जो educated informed हो, so he is an enlightened citizen, वो एक enlightened citizen है, ठीक है. और USA is an enlightened nation, educated और informed nation है. सस्टेनेबल अभी बताया था मैंने, वही स्टेडी या सपोर्टिव. वेयर क्या होता है? वेयर इज इट इज वेयर इज अ लो डैम बिल्ट अक्रॉस अ रिवर. सो एक लो डैम है विच इज built across a river, just crossing the river to raise the level of water upstream. Germinate, ग्रो और डेवलप. जर्मिनेट का मतलब होता है ग्रो करना या डेवलप करना, उसे हम बोलते हैं जर्मिनेट. एंड द लास्ट वर्ड इरोजन. इरोजन क्या था? ग्रेजुअल डिस्ट्रक्शन. बेसिकली सॉइल से रिलेटेड यूज होता है कि सॉइल की टॉप लेयर डिप्लीट हो जाती है एंड वी कॉल दैट सॉइल इरोजन. ग्रेजुअल डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ समथिंग, डिमिन्यूशन ऑफ समथिंग, दैट इज इरोजन. Grim is very serious, so it is a grim prospect. It is a very serious prospect, so government should look at this grim prospect. Okay, so grim is very serious, prospect is ये future के लिए कुछ event होने के chances है, तो उसको ध्यान से देखना चाहिए. Scrapping is कोई एक प्रोसेस, इससे कोई चीज स्क्रैप हो रही है. तो स्क्रैप होना क्या होता है? स्क्रैप होना बेसिकली होता है किसी चीज को छोटे पार्ट में श्रेड कर देना, सम स्मॉल पार्ट्स. फ्रेगमेंट्स को हम स्क्रैप बोलते हैं, ठीक है. स्क्रैप इज स्मॉल पार्ट्स एंड फ्रेगमेंट्स. वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट बहुत अच्छे से यूज कर सकते हो ऐसे में भी. वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट इज एन एक्सेप्शनली स्ट्रॉन्ग इंटरेस्ट. ओके. Then subsidies, financial support or assistance. So usually subsidies होता है some discount provided to you by the government, some financial support by the government. Dawning, beginning to grow light. Morning वाले टाइम को क्या बोलते हैं कि dawn, and dawn बोलते हैं sun originate होता है, ठीक है, rise होता है. So that is dawning, ठीक है. हाइड्रोलॉजिस्ट, पीपल स्टडिंग वाटर कंजर्वेशन, उन्हें हम हाइड्रोलॉजिस्ट बोलते हैं. सो गाइज आई हैव कवर्ड समवेयर अराउंड 45 वर्ड्स for water. Basically, sorry, the last thing was water. For environment related topics, now I would like you to give me the feedback. Just write down all the words. I was going very slow. You can actually pause the video and write down the word rather than asking me for PDF. I would recommend you to write it down, and I'll not lie to you, I have also written all the words. I have this habit of writing everything on my basically on a paper or in my notebook, and I make it a point, I revise these words regularly. These are not only helping in, like, these are not only improving my reading but also my writing module. I would suggest the same to you all, and I suggest to my students in my online sessions as well. So guys, please do it. It will help you tremendously, and it's my promise. Okay, so now you are going to do some topics related to environment, and do those topics. I would suggest कि when you are doing those topics, you will actually remember me for sure because of the words I have used, and you will get many of these words in your topic, and you will be comfortable when it comes to reading. So guys, just follow the vocabulary thing. It will be helpful. Now, as I promised, I am going to share one useful tip at the end, and that tip is everyone and everybody. Sorry, everyone and everybody कुछ भी use करो, that doesn't matter. Okay, so what are we going to use? Say here everyone altogether a single word. Everyone is different words, so whenever you have to say keep quiet everyone, okay, keep quiet everyone, be silent everyone, do not disturb others. Okay, so everyone, please keep quiet. So there we are using everyone as a single word. You're talking about all these students, everyone, aap sare. But here when we are saying everyone, we are actually putting stress on every single student of the class. So what can we say here? In this case, we can actually mention a sentence everyone se related. Was every one of you present in the previous YouTube session of mine? Was everyone or each one of you present in the YouTube session, in the previous YouTube session of mine? So what is happening here? What is happening here? Here we are talking about every one of you present in the previous YouTube session? Each one of you. ठीक है, each one, everyone we can use, and we have a pause here. यहाँ पे we'll have space. We are not going to use these two as a single word. We'll be using every as a different word and one as a different word. Was everyone you? क्या आप सारे present थे? आप सब में से, आप सारे मतलब आप में से एक एक बंदा, क्या आप में से एक एक पर्सन प्रेजेंट था मेरे प्रीवियस यूट्यूब सेशन में? So that is what I'm asking. Were you actually present? Do let me know in the comment section, guys. And that's all for the session today. I believe you found the session useful, and if it is a yes, do consider subscribing to our channel and watch the channel for various free live classes as well. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon.